Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
You are Brittany Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Please say yes or no.
Yes.
And Ms. Davis, this is your initial appearance in cause number 25, DCCR 1450. You're charged with the second-degree felony offense of assault on a peace officer from May 19th of 2025. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
It's been worked out.
What's been worked out?
I had to reveal my details with you as far as how I'm gonna proceed, because I don't know if I think I'm gonna represent myself. Or
Okay.
have my lawyer do it.
Okay, well, that's two very different things.
Yeah, I'm everywhere with it right now.
What?
I'm everywhere with it right now.
Are you? So if so if I test you today, you can have anything in your system?
Of course.
Have a seat in the jury box. Yeah. Happy New Year. Ma'am, you need to not say a single word while you're sitting over there. It's just going to make things. Listen to me.
Why you testing me?
Because I have that right to test anybody that walks into court, and I feel like with your behavior, I need to do that. So I need you to sit there. Your bond can be raised just for being disrespectful in court. So my suggestion is you don't say another word until we get the drug test, and then we'll see what we do from there. Ms. Davis, when's the last time you smoked marijuana?
Probably like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah?
I waiting to get my medicine.
What does smoking marijuana have to do with getting your medicine?
Well, I mean, I self-medicated myself because I don't have any medicine. So I was smoking to keep me like.
What medicine? What medicine do you need?
Adderall, Buzzprone, and Promax.
What doctor are you going to?
Dr. N.
Spell it.
N? I
Uh-huh.
don't know.
You don't know how to spell it?
No, I don't.
Where is he?
He's on Baptist.
He's at Baptist Hospital, or
Like he's on the side by Baptist Hospital. Dr. N. Like Dr. Kinagani. He's not too far from Dr. Kinagani.
okay.
But he a new doctor. I was going to Dr. Kinagani at first.
Okay. When's the last time you saw Dr. Ian?
I see Dr. N today at 2.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do, Ms. Davis. Couple of things. One, I'm going to reset your case for 2 weeks instead of 30 days. I'm going to order that you wear a drug patch. You have 24 hours to go get a drug patch on. Your bondsman can tell you where to get that. So between today and tomorrow, you got to have a drug patch on your arm. You get them changed every 2 weeks. I'm going to assume that this first one is probably still going to be positive for marijuana. But the drug patch gives me quantities, not just positive or negative. So it's going to show me that it's either going up or down or staying the same. If it's not going down every 2 weeks, the amount in your system, then I'm going to assume you're still using, and you're going to have your bond raised, and there'll be a warrant for your arrest, and you'll go back to jail. You understand?
I have a question. Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Sure.
I can ask you a question.
I just said you can ask me a question.
What's the point of the drug pass if I admitted that I was smoking and it's like I told you I'm without medicine, I'm disabled. So it's like.
So here's the thing. There are many people who have issues that don't use marijuana to self-medicate. So I'm ordering that you can't do that. And for me to be comfortable with you being out in the community, I'm going to make that a condition of your bond. It's a violation of the law to self-medicate with marijuana.
Okay.
So that's why I'm doing it, because it's illegal.
Okay.
And you made that choice to smoke marijuana while you had a felony pending. Okay, so.
I'm not, I haven't been prosecuted.
You're being prosecuted right now. You haven't been found guilty, but you're charged with a felony.
Right.
And so you're on a bond, which means a bond is for certain things. It's to make sure that you show up to court. It's also to make sure that you and the community are safe and you're not violating the laws of the state of Texas, which you have done already while you're on bond. Typically, if somebody violates the laws while they're on bond, their bond is raised immediately and they go to jail. I'm not doing that today, but I am ordering that you have the drug patch. If I don't have proof that you have the drug patch, by tomorrow, there will be a warrant for your arrest. If I get a result from the drug patch, again, and it's higher or the same, there will be a warrant for your arrest. You cannot use any illegal substance. In addition to that, a condition of your bond is that you're not allowed to use any form, legal or not, of THC. So there's no trying to go get something that's going to still test positive, but it's legal in Delta 8 or 9 or all the things that whatever's out there. So you can't use anything that's going to test positive for it. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? I need you to answer yes or no so it's on the record.
Yes.
Thank you. So in the meantime, also, you need to try to hire a lawyer. And so your reset between now and 2 weeks, it's not a very long one, but I want to make sure you start attempting to hire a lawyer. If you get someone hired before the next court date, bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what to do, okay?
Yes.
If you're unable to hire a lawyer before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts, you have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers you've talked to so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. Also, when you come back, please bring me proof of your visit with your doctor this afternoon, okay? So get something from your doctor from today's date when you come back so that I know that you're actually going,
It
okay?
depends on how much they're gonna charge me for I don't have Medicaid, so.
But you have an appointment?
Yeah, I
Okay.
made the appointment, but I'm saying I don't have insurance, so
Okay.
I don't know what the charge is gonna be. Like, this is my first time going through.
Perfect. That's fine. I understand that. But just to get something that says you
Okay.
were there. Okay? So if it doesn't work out and you can't see them, there are some other places you can go if you need something to get the help you need. If you talk to your bondsman, if you want to talk after court, somebody can let you know some other resources. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Step in front of the clerk. She's going to give you your reset notice.
It's actually gonna be.
Good morning, ma'am. Are you Brittany Davis?
Yes.
And Miss Davis, did you get someone hired?
No, it's kind of expensive, but
Who'd you-
really expensive. I'm not even working right now. But I went through
Who'd you talk to?
the legal aid. I put in an application for legal aid.
Okay.
It's a place that help you get a lawyer, but they say it could take 6 months to a year. So
Okay. So did you talk to any other lawyers like I told you to?
the first 3 that I talked to, wow, I talked to like probably 8 of them. But the lowest there goes like 2,000 to start off.
Do you have the names of the lawyers that I asked you that you talked to?
You asked me that last time. I was on.
Right, and then I reset you to talk to them more or get
Mhm.
someone hired. So
I
did you
talked to
talk?
Brenshaw. I can't remember their name. Brenshaw. There's one that's brothers.
Why wouldn't you write that down and bring it?
I wasn't expecting that I had to.
So it looks like you weren't what?
I wasn't expecting that I had to.
So if you're okay. If I tell you to go talk to some lawyers and bring me the names of the lawyers you've talked to, and you don't think you can remember them, then I would think just common sense would tell you to write them down so that you could tell me that you did what I ordered you to do so that you wouldn't go back to jail, right?
I did do what you ordered me to do.
Okay,
The
so
first time.
I ordered you to bring back the names as well, not just talk to them, but bring back who you talked to so that I know who you talked to and that you're doing what I asked you to do, right? Right?
The cheapest ones that I've given you the last time I was here is the main ones that I was looking into.
Okay. But when you left last time, I gave you specific instructions,
Okay.
right?
Right.
Okay. So are you wearing your drug patch?
Yes, ma'am.
So it looks like back on. Second. So you tested positive since you've had that drug patch on for methamphetamine.
What is that?
What does that mean?
I don't. But what with the patch?
Mm-hmm. Looks like you tested positive for methamphetamine, cocaine.
Uh,
Hold on. Let me print it out so I can read it better. So last time you were in here, you had an issue because you had showed up with your drug patch in your hand, so they couldn't test it. So I tested you in court, and then I made you get the drug patch put on again and told you to keep it on. And then the drug patch that was put on January 25th. Which was the day before that court date. So you had one on, you had taken it in, you put it on, tested positive for methamphetamine and cocaine. Have a seat in the jury box. I'm going to have you tested this morning, and then I'll decide what to do. Actually, come on, ma'am. Come on back up here. I know what I'm going to do. So, Ms. Davis, obviously it is a violation of your bond conditions to use any illegal substances, right? And so you tested positive for cocaine and methamphetamine on that drug patch, in addition to in the past not having it on correctly, and you didn't do what I asked you to do or ordered you to do also here. So I'm going to raise your bond at this time for those violations to $100,000. You will keep your court-appointed attorney while you're in custody. They'll be out to see you, and we'll just see what we do with your case at that point. You can go back with the bailiff.
Wow.
Ma'am, come on back in.
Oh, you want an example out of it? Let's see.
I'll make an example out of anybody. Hang on. You want to stand here?
You don't.
You want to stand here and be disrespectful?
No,
I
just
will
want
make
you
an
to
example.
understand my situation. Like,
I don't care what your
I'm not
situation.
making no excuses.
Okay.
I take accountability.
Right. So you tested positive for methamphetamine and cocaine.
I don't know how to patch work, ma'am. I haven't been doing any drugs.
Well, you did something.
I don't know if that's like the patch pick up sweat. I don't know if that's like after the process or what, but I haven't been doing anything.
All right. Go